Hello, I am Jonathan Munoz, and today we're going to talk about technology in residency. I don't have much to say about that, but I made a quick list, so let's go through it. iPads. I will say a no. And I know a lot of people like to go around with their iPads, and it may seem cool to have one at hand to look results super quick, but the problem with iPads and the interface that you get in your iPad of your computer system, your software that you're using at your hospital for EHR, is that the iPad interface doesn't show it very well. And to go from one lab to the other in an iPad, it takes a lot of precision. So even if you're using that pen, the super stylus pen, uh, it still takes some work. Now, some people will say, "Oh, but I'm really good at this, and I managed to do well with this iPad and the pen." Yeah, but it still takes a lot more effort than doing or using a laptop. Now, the problem with this is that during rounds, traditionally, people that have been using their phones or iPads or devices have been also considered people that could potentially be distracted. So something to think, something to keep in mind. There are computers available in every single room, even on the rooms that you will be rounding or doing roundtable discussion. Then you could use that. It's faster, it's easier, but it's up to you. I'm just saying what I'm thinking, and in my experience using an iPad to pull up the EHR in my iPad, it was more work and will take longer than if I do it or on any computer available during rounds. So that's on iPads. Cell phones. There are many people that has Androids and a lot more people that has iPhones. I think, to be honest, that people that has iPhones has an easier life than people that has Androids for this year 2021. Why? I don't know, but for me, for example, I have to be on group texts all the time, and when people are sending you text messages and you have an Android, those are the ones that sometimes miss the text message. So, or those are the ones that are an inconvenient to text because it's the only person that has an Android and makes the conversation messages, the bubble messages, turn to green. Um, we kind of hate those. So when once the group text message becomes green, we know, oh, someone has an Android. Anyways, also using the apps in the iPhones is easier. The quality of pictures and videos is better. Um, Something to think about that. Right now, I only know two or three people that has Androids, and they always talk about how they're planning on going into or converting into iPhones. Next one, laptops. I think laptops are a good investment during residency. I wouldn't say go get an Apple MacBook Pro for residency, but a simple notebook that is good enough to use your EHR in it, or to do PowerPoint presentations on the go, on the fly. Um, it is good enough for residency. So that's something that you could invest in a good small notebook. I would say don't spend more than $500 on that. Next one, during residency, they're gonna give you the opportunity to have an extra phone, for you not to have to use your personal phone. And usually, this extra phone is an iPhone or usually an iPhone, and it has its own number. It's a number or a phone that you will have through the 3 years of residency. Um, I think it's a good option. The only problem I see is that if you're going to be a resident staying in that area after graduation, and you forget to transfer the contacts from that phone to your personal phone, then you will lose the opportunity of having created a personal network of people that you can call curbside, after residency on questions that always come up in independent practice, like, oh, I don't know if this EKG is concerning for an NSTEMI or ischemic changes. And usually when I'm out in the office or my clinic, I send a text message to a cardiologist friend of mine and say, hey, do you think this is an NSTEMI, or do you think this patient has some ischemic changes? And they're really good at say, oh, yeah, send him to the ER. See? So something to be careful about is gonna, some of you will get an extra phone, but I will make sure that if someone that is presenting to you as a friend, or as a person that you want to build a relation with for the future, try to save the number to your personal number. Applications, I haven't, to be honest, for me, I don't use any particular application. I think everything I get through the computer system or through the EHR. Up to date is part of the is embedded in our EHR, and JAMA is also embedded in our EHR. And so no, I don't have any recommendations on apps. But something that you can get during residency, a lot of people will give you information which apps are the new ones, or the best ones to rely on. Dictation software we're using, depending on where you are practicing or the EHR you're using, if it's Epic or if it's Cerner or if it's Meditech or the other ones that exist around. The dictation software involves a little device like this. For example, for my facility, this is called the Dragon Nuance. And what it does is it connects to your EHR, and by using this button, you're allowed to dictate in little boxes and put these boxes where it goes. For example, the HPI, the physical exam, the assessment and plan part. If you want to use it directly to the desktop, you can use the dictation mic, which is the Dragon. But if you want to do it if you want to use your own computer, then you have to use your phone as your dictation device. And it's cumbersome. You have to open the app, identify yourself, and connect to the computer, then open then start dictating there, and transferring that information to your computer. It's so much work, to be honest. I know this is a new era for residency. A lot of people that are coming to residency are younger and have all these gadgets, devices, apps. But to be honest, the computer system in most hospitals is still very rudimentary. So to keep your life simple, just use the desktops and move around as fast as you can. Or at least that's something I do. I just try to get there, see patients, go to the computer, leave all my work here, done here, not taking anything to home. And I usually get that done more with the desktop computers than with an iPad or my portable notebook, which I tried. I tried for convenience, for thinking that I could be doing something else, like, I don't know, charting in a Starbucks. But charting in a Starbucks for 5 patients will take me twice or 3 times more than charting in a desktop in the hospital for 5 patients. So something to keep in mind, guys. That's just my opinion. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Thank you.